I started playing, God, I think I was like 12 or 13. And it all started, my mother bought me a little cassette recorder, and it was like smaller than, it like preceded the Ghetto Blasters. It was a small cassette recorder. And she bought me Creedence Clearwater Born on a Bayou cassette. So I put that rascal in there, good God, I'm Miss Molly, all that stuff. I walked down to see my friends, and I was playing it. I couldn't wait to show them this thing. So I played it for him. I said, how do you like it? He goes, well, we have a band, we play. And I went, wow, really? He said, yeah. So I shut it off. I said, my uncle has a guitar. And they said, oh yeah? I said, yeah. I said, would you like to borrow it? And they go, no, we want you to go get it, and we want you to play bass. I went, what? He said, yeah, we want you to play bass. I said, I don't even know anything about it. He goes, go get it, man, and come on down. And that's how I started to play bass. And what eventually did happen is I started working at a music store. And then all of a sudden, I started demonstrating. I'd work in the warehouse, and I would come out and I would demonstrate the amps, and people started hearing me play. And I started working with the bands that I used to pay to go see, or I used to have records of. And that was just like, oh God, I couldn't believe it, So that kind of stuff, it was surreal, it was like a dream. And being in San Francisco, I was born in the right place at the right time, and just fortunate to do all kinds of different things. I got really interested in gear and guitars and amplifiers and basses and drums, and then started going to concerts. All this led to is sounds and tones. And one of the things that we're here to talk about is that I brought an amplifier here called an Acoustic 360, which is one of the biggest and one of the first big bass amplifiers for concert series, like the Downbeat one. This was here. And I saw John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin, right, at the community center, right, Berkeley Community Theater. And he had a 360, there was that sound. Holy cow, Led Zeppelin, right? The double line stuff. What I wanted to point out, this amplifier, when it idles, just sitting there, makes this sound, right? So your computer isn't messed up, or your speakers and everything. This is the sound that it makes when it's just like hanging out, idling. So I started going to concerts, and I kept on hearing this sound. And what these people all had in common that inspired me, that really wanted to get me to play, like the hair on my arm starting to stand, I'm getting goosebumps, is that, they were playing a 360, and they were all playing a Fender Jazz Bass, right? And that was that sound, man. I had to get that. So this jazz bass here is a 1961 concentric pot jazz bass, right? Concentric pot is because it has volume, tone for each pickup. Now jazz basses have 3 knobs, or else the ones from 63, so they say, on, have volume, master, tone. So these are the first issues of the jazz bass, Fender Jazz Bass. So, I'd go to concerts, and I'd see the guy from War, B.B. Dickerson, would play one. Anyway, I would see different people playing snack pots. So there was a store called Norman's Rare Guitars. So I called up Norman's Rare Guitars. I said, hey, Norman, hi, do you have any concentric pot jazz bass? You got any stack pots? And he goes, yeah. And here's what the bass looks like now. And here's what I look like now. So this has been on the journey with me for 41 years. I played with Sly, Ronnie Laws, Hubert Laws, Denise Williams, Etta James, Paul Butterfield, Tower of Power, Booker T, Cold Blood, and and on and on and on. It's like, sounds like a name-dropping thing, but this instrument's been with me all over the world. All right. I play a jazz bass because I can get a lot of sounds out of it, and in the vibe of if you're talking about thumb vibe, like a Larry Graham kind of vibe, Sly, right? So another thing is with a 360 and a jazz bass, you know, Jaco Pastorius had this great sound, and part of it, I thought, you know, it's his hands. That's the other thing, in his personality, who he was. You know, he played like he was. It was just a great thing. But anyway, though, but with the 360 and an MXR digital delay, let me go switch the digital delay on and give you like that kind of, that vibe, that sound. So when you hear it, you go, wow, that's that tone. Another thing that the 360 had, which was a sound, and when you heard it, you went, oh shit, that's that sound, right? That was the fuzz tone in the Acoustic 360, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and conjure some stuff up. I'm gonna go back, flip the fuzz on. You're gonna hear some noise. That's what this thing does, right, when it's idling. So here we go, all right. Fuzz tone. So, with that being said, all right, thanks for hanging out at Bobby's Garage. Everybody at EMG, friends at home and family, have a great one, all right? Because heck, I know I am.